There is a moment when you first see Corvin Castle from across the valley. The towers rise above the tree line like something that should not exist in the physical world. Black spires against a gray sky, a drawbridge over a real moat, walls that have absorbed 6 centuries of weather, war, and silence. This is Hunedoara, Romania, and this castle has been standing here since the 14th century. John Hunyadi, one of the most powerful military commanders in medieval Europe, transformed it in the 1440s and 1450s. He turned a modest fortress into something that announced power from every angle. The Gothic Renaissance architecture was not accidental. It was a statement. It said, whatever is coming, it will have to get through this first. The castle has a council hall where decisions were made that changed the course of European history. It has a knight's hall, a chapel, a torture chamber. It has corridors so narrow that 2 people cannot walk side by side. It has been a royal residence, a prison, an orphanage, and a museum. Each use left something behind. But the thing most people come for is the well. It sits in the inner courtyard, 26 meters deep, cut through solid rock. The legend surrounding it has survived for 5 centuries. Ottoman prisoners, captured in battle, were put to work digging. They were told, reach water and you will be free. They dug for 15 years. 15 years of rock and darkness and the promise of freedom. They reached water in approximately 1452. The freedom did not come. The promise had been empty. Before one of the prisoners left, or before one of them died, someone carved words into the stone wall. The inscription, translated, reads, "You have water, but not your soul." That text is still there. It has never been removed. Historians debate the exact circumstances. The story has been retold so many times that the edges have blurred, but the inscription is real. A man cut those words into stone with whatever tool he had. That act, that specific act of leaving a record, is not supernatural. It is something more permanent than a ghost story. It is evidence of a person who was betrayed and refused to disappear quietly. Then there is the other layer. Vlad III, known to history as Vlad the Impaler, known to fiction as Dracula, was reportedly held prisoner at Corvin Castle. The dates most commonly cited are approximately 1462 to 1475. Historians continue to debate whether this is accurate. The connection between Vlad and the castle may have been amplified by tourism and legend. What can be confirmed is that Vlad was imprisoned somewhere during this period, and that Corvin Castle was a plausible location given political circumstances. What cannot be confirmed is the extent of any supernatural residue left by his presence. The castle's family crest, the skull and crossbones, appears carved into the walls. It is not a symbol of death worship. It is a heraldic emblem. But it has shaped the atmosphere of the place in ways that are hard to separate from the legends. What the castle does undeniably possess is an architecture of psychological pressure. The towers are designed to make you feel small. The corridors are designed to disorient. The courtyard, even on a clear day, holds a quality of enclosure that is difficult to name. Visitors have reported sounds in the upper halls. They have reported the sense of being watched in the torture chamber. They have reported the well, just standing beside it, producing an unease that does not feel entirely rational. Whether any of this is supernatural is an open question. What is not open is the history itself. People were imprisoned here. People were tortured here. People carved messages of betrayal into the stone and were never answered. That is not folklore. That is the record. This is the Location Files. Episode 21. Corvin Castle. What does a wall remember when the people who built it are gone? Unexplained does not mean proven. It means unfinished. And this file is still open.